The land of Owa is inhabited by the people with common
ITV, certainly the best.
Tonight, Ladoja says Tinubu will continue to make Nigerians proud before leaving office in 2021. VP Shatima returns to Abuja, says Nigeria firmly back on global economic front line. Police nab pastor for alleged rape of minors in Benin City. IUO matriculates over 1,300 new students for the 2025-2026 academic session. A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us on the Network News on ITV. I am Charity Tanko from the Abuja Network Center, and joining me from the Benin Network Center is Daisy.
Good evening, Charity.
How are you this evening?
I'm good. And you?
I'm very fine. Now from the Abuja Network Center, the Olubadan of Ibadanland and chairman of the Oyo State Council of Obas, Obarashidi Adewolu Ladoja, has expressed confidence that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will reposition Nigeria and make citizens proud by the time he leaves office in 2031. Speaking to journalists after meeting the president at the presidential villa, Abuja, Ladoja said the visit also presented an opportunity to appreciate Tinubu for attending his coronation and to commence developments in the country. Responding to questions on his assessment of Tinubu's leadership style, the traditional ruler said the president's track record, particularly his time as governor of Lagos State, showed he understood governance even though Nigeria's challenges were more complex.
No, if you know from where he's coming, if you know that he knows what he's doing. That is what is most important. He was coming, he was able to get Lagos from where it was to where he left it. So I'm sure that the situation in Nigeria might not have been as even bad as it was. The problem is that Nigeria is more complex than the state, because of the fact that not all of us have the same notion about what we want in Nigeria.
He noted that state governments were now better positioned financially than during his time as governor, adding that economic reforms were already yielding progress. Vice President Kashim Shettima has returned to Abuja after a week-long diplomatic and economic mission to Guinea-Conakry and Switzerland, declaring that Nigeria has reclaimed a frontline seat in global and regional policy discussions. A statement by his senior special assistant on media and communication, Stanley Nkocha, said the vice president arrived at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport on Saturday. He had represented President Bola Tinubu at the inauguration of Guinea's President Mamadi Doumbouya and led Nigeria's delegation to the 56th World Economic Forum WEF annual meeting in Davos. Nigeria, according to the Vice President, the trip reflects Nigeria's renewed commitment to regional solidarity in West Africa and its determination to reposition the economy under President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Shettima first visited Conakry, where he attended President Doumbouya's inauguration, reaffirming Nigeria's leadership role within ECOWAS and opening new avenues for bilateral cooperation in agriculture and manufacturing. From Guinea-Conakry, he proceeded to Davos, Switzerland, to lead Nigeria's delegation at WEF 2026. A key highlight of his visit was the commissioning of Nigeria House Davos, the country's first ever sovereign pavilion on the Davos promenade. And that's it from the Abuja Network Center. Now over to Benin Network Center with Daisy. Stay with us.
All right, a big thank you for joining us on the Benin Network Center. A 50-year-old clergyman has been arrested by Edo State Police Command over allegations of sexual assault involving church members of a church, some of whom are minors. The Command Public Relations Officer, ASP Eno Ikiredem, confirmed the arrest, saying the suspect is currently in custody and has confessed to the crime. Crime correspondent Jolade Ojo reports.
Contrary to his role as a spiritual leader and family confidant, the clergyman allegedly abused the trust reposed in him by sexually exploiting some members of his congregation. According to police investigations, the clergyman is accused of having alleged carnal knowledge of two sisters who were both minors at the time the alleged abuse began. The victims revealed that the abuse started in 2023, although at different times. They alleged that the pastor forced them to swear oath of secrecy, threatening harm if they ever spoke out. They remained silent until one of them summoned the courage to confide in their elder brother, which eventually led to the matter being reported to the authorities.
His instinct was telling him that I would definitely expose him. He now took me to the altar. He made me to swear that I will never ever tell anybody. If not, I will lose my life. In the night, I was feeling some kind of touch in my body. When I woke up and I saw it was him, I started pleading with him and saying that I was a virgin. Even when I tried to shout, he covered my mouth, and that was how he took advantage of me.
However, the pastor denied the allegations, claiming that he merely proposed marriage to the elder sister.
It's not true. What happened was that I made a proposal to one, which she told me she was 21 years. That was how we started the relationship, to the extent that I engaged her.
ASP Enoy Koyedem says the suspect remains in custody and will be arraigned in court, assuring that justice will be served to deter similar crimes.
The suspect is currently in custody and has confessed to this crime. We also have tangible evidence against him, and he will be arraigned in court to serve as deterrent to others. The Edo State Police Command wishes to use this medium to appeal to parents and guardians to remain vigilant at all times.
From Benin, Jola Diojo, ITV News.
Career development through diversity and inclusion took center stage at the 27th matriculation ceremony of Nigeria's premier private university, Igbenedion University Okada. The ceremony held at the Ivory Tower's main auditorium for the 2025-2026 academic session formally admitted over 1,300 new students into the school. Leonardo Inien completes the report.
The main auditorium of Igbenedion University Okada was filled with excitement and academic pride as the institution held its 27th matriculation ceremony for the 2025-2026 academic session, delivering the matriculation lecture on the topic Career Enhancement Through Diversity and Inclusive Initiative. A professor of linguistics and secretary general of the Committee of Vice Chancellors of University of Nigerian Universities, Professor Andrew Haruna, emphasized the importance of embracing diversity, tolerance, and inclusion as key drivers of personal growth, career success, and national development.
Our educational system has declined compared to the past, when education was supported by public funds and respected worldwide. Certificates and professors were highly regarded globally, unlike today. We need to reflect on how we reached this situation and identify where things went wrong.
In his address of welcome, the Vice Chancellor of Igbenedion University Okada, Professor Lawrence Izimoyen, congratulated the first students on their admission and assured them of a learning environment built on academic excellence, discipline, and innovation.
As you embark on this journey, I urge you to embrace this unique dual advantage. Immerse yourself in the national unity and variety within our campus and leverage the global pathways that we provide.
The Chancellor and visitor to the university, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Sawari Igbenedion, represented by the Deputy Chancellor and former Governor of Edo State, Chief Dr. Lucky Nosaka Igbenedion, urged the new intakes to be focused and uphold the values of integrity and excellence for which the university is known.
I wish to especially acknowledge and congratulate our dear parents and guardians who have entrusted us with their words for us to oversee. I want to assure you this is not being taken for granted. We shall do our best to ensure that they come out at better character.
Some of the matriculants described the occasion as a memorable milestone and pledged commitment to their academic pursuits.
I feel good, I feel happy, like it's my dream school, everything, I'm my dream course.
I feel very happy because I'm now a student of Igbenedion University.
Highlights of the ceremony included the symbolic signing of the matriculation register by representatives of the different colleges, as well as the award of outstanding academic performance bestowed on students of the 2024-2025 honor list. From Igbenedion University Okada, Donald Ehiminyen, ITV News.
An Uigbo High Court of Rivers State in Port Harcourt has adjourned indefinitely the suit filed by Governor Siminalayi Fubara and its deputy Ngozi Odo, challenging the impeachment process initiated against them by the Rivers State House of Assembly. Justice Florence February Sima of the Uigbo High Court took the decision after being informed that two separate appeals had been entered in respect of the matter. The adjournment the court held would allow the Court of Appeal to first determine the issues before it. At the resumed hearing, counsel to the Speaker of the House, Martin Amiwale, and 27 lawmakers, S.I. Amen S.A.N., notified the court of the pending appeals and appealed orally for a stay of proceedings. The application was not opposed by counsel to the claimants, Paul Orikoro S.A.N., nor by Lawrence Oko Jaja S.A.N., who represents Victor Oko Jumbo, Origbenigya Timothy, and Sokari Goodboy, and other defendants in the suit. Justice February Sima consequently adjourned the matter since dying pending the outcome of the appeals. And as part of efforts to preserve an age-long tradition of the military, which preserves Nigerian ethics and tradition through social interaction, Military Hospital Benin on Friday held its 2025 West African Social Activities WASA to mark end of activities for the preceding year. Jola Deojo reports.
The Military Hospital 2025 WASA celebration was a colorful event that had in attendance heads of military and paramilitaries, dignitaries including the Deputy Chief of Staff to Edo State Government, Honorable Pius Alile, a former secretary to the Edo State Government, Pastor Osagie Izeyamu, among other guests. In a welcome address, the Director, Military Hospital Benin, Brigadier General Paulina Aburime, emphasized the importance of the annual socio-cultural event, while noting that the occasion also marked a final WASA at the hospital.
It is an age-long inherited tradition in the military, and it is aimed at preserving Nigerian ethics and tradition through social interaction of personnel, their families, and well-wishers. Events also seek to promote comradeship and to foster unity among personnel.
The event featured a showcase of cultural dance troupes from Hausa, Igbo, Calabar, Esan, Yoruba, and Edo ethnic groups. Other activities at the event included march past, tug of war contest, presentation of awards to deserving soldiers, the beating of the retreat, and the lighting of a bonfire. Special guest of honor, Major General Charles Omoyege, retired, NDLEA Edo State Commander Michelle Ofoyeju, and other guests in attendance comment on the event.
I want to commend the organizers for what they have done today. As far as I'm concerned, what we are seeing is our socio-cultural evolution and how far we have gone over time.
It has been a very wonderful day too. You can see the joy, you can see the impact of the tug of war, which shows the strength of women.
Quite entertaining, and WASA is not just an event, but a rich cultural tradition that reflects the discipline, the patriotism, and service which the Nigerian Army represents.
From Benin, Jola Deojo, ITV News.
It's still the network news on ITV. We will go on a short break, and when we return, we'll bring you more stories. Stay with us.
This is a knowledge.
ITV, certainly the best.
A big thank you for staying with us. An APC leader in Ikpoba local government area and former Federal Commissioner of the Code of Conduct Bureau, Honorable E.J. Agwanyima, has been officially presented with his new APC e-registration membership card. Persons will report that Honorable E.J. also paid a visit to Fountain of Miracles Ministries, where he was received by members of the Ministers' Movement for Good Governance.
Present to you your membership card. Leaders of the APC across the 18 wards of Ikpoba local government area, led by the party's local government chairman, Honorable Sonny Ogbewe, witnessed the presentation of the e-registration membership card to Honorable E.J. Agwanyima. In his remarks, Honorable Agwanyima expressed appreciation to party leaders in Ikpoba local government area for their support. He emphasized the need to encourage women's participation in the political process and urged party members to support the administration of Governor Monday Okpebholo, whom he said is performing well.
You need to go and preach to your world and tell the world, let people come and join us.
At the Fountain of Miracles Ministries Incorporated Worldwide, Aloan Street off Domes Road, Benin City, Honorable E.J. Agwanyima addressed members of the Ministers' Movement for Good Governance, a group of ministers drawn from different Christian denominations. He encouraged them to actively participate in governance, stressing that it is important for everyone to show interest in leadership and in who governs.
I'm encouraging everyone to come out, especially this APC e-registration. It's very important. You can't be complaining when you are not participating.
Some members of the group, including the coordinator of the group, Pastor Ken Osarekoe, thanked Honorable E.J. Agwanyima for the visit.
This gathering is to sensitize them for the e-registrations of APC.
In the capacity of E.J. Agwanyima and the godliness in him, I think many people here, you can attest to it, they were touched.
We're after good governance and those people who we can talk to.
He's a very nice man. He has been doing many good things to many people.
Honorable Ehiozuwa Johnson Agwanyima is widely recognized for his contributions to public service, youth empowerment, and anti-corruption advocacy. From Benin, Pius Nsogo, ITV News.
Edo State government has intensified its clampdown on illegal logging activities along its riverine boundaries with Delta State. In Ikpoba local government area, the Edo State Forestry Commission on Friday carried out an enforcement operation at Abiala 2 community, leading to the seizure of equipment used for unlawful timber harvesting. Donna Damien reports.
Illegal logging activities along the Edo Delta waterways are resurfacing under the renewed scrutiny as the Edo State Forestry Commission steps up high surveillance and enforcement in riverine communities. At Abiala 2 community, Abiala 1 community, and Ajoki community in Ikpoba local government area, operatives of the commission carried out a clampdown that resulted in the seizure of equipment allegedly used for indiscriminate harvesting of timbers. The operations was led by the chairman of the Edo State Forestry Commission, Dr. Valetan Aswan, who noted that the exercise was part of ongoing efforts to protect forest resources and safeguard the environment for degradation.
The illegal loggers come through the waterways, boundary between Edo and Delta, and the painful part is that they come to our area in Edo State, conservation area in Edo State, and exploit our woods, our logs, our trees, and take it back through the waterways into Delta. Then through land, they come through land back to Edo State to come and sell that same wood that was harvested illegally from our forest and sell to us and other neighboring states across the country.
Dr. Aswan, however, lamented that illegal logging poses serious threats to biodiversity, river ecosystems, and the livelihoods of host communities, especially along boundary areas between Edo and Delta states. Following the operation at Abiala 2 community, the enforcement team extended its waterway surveillance to Abiala 1 community and Ajoki community, known for active river traffic and forest activities. The commission emphasized its determination to sustain patrols across forests and riverine corridors, warning that offenders will be prosecuted in line with existing forestry and environmental laws. From Ajoki community in Ikpoba local government area of Edo State, Donald Ehiminyen, ITV News.
The member representing Eastern Northeast Constituency 2 and immediate past Deputy Speaker Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Maria Omozile Iligbe Edekor, on Friday inaugurated a triple project at Our Lady of Lourdes Girls Grammar School in Urumi, the administrative headquarters of Eastern Northeast Local Government Area. Edo Central correspondent Chris Major reports that a Thanksgiving Mass was held at the newly constructed Miriam Grotto as part of the event.
Inauguration of the triple project includes perimeter fence with entrance gate, renovation of lawn tennis court, and the Miriam Grotto. In a homily, Reverend Father Paul Ahare admonished guests present to engage in ventures that will benefit the people.
But as for us who strive to do the will of God, God will never cease to protect us, His children. When you come here to pray and commit your cause into the hands of our Mother Mary, our Mama Mary is never known to fail.
Chairman on the occasion, Major General Cecile Esekagbe retired, represented by Prince Shaka Momodu, and other guests who took turns to comment, appreciated Honorable Maria Edekor for her quality representation.
She has come to reawaken the school. She has built the grotto. She has built the tennis court, and she has fenced the school for security.
We are particularly happy that Edekor remembers her roots. With the fencing, the school will be protected, so there will be no vandalism. So it's going to be of great help to the school and members of the community.
The donor, Right Honorable Maria Edekor, said it is a great delight being able to give back to her alma mater.
My projects consist of a perimeter fence because the school is very large, the lawn tennis court reconstructed, the entrance to the school reconstructed, and the Miriam Grotto, where we pray to the Blessed Virgin Mary. This is the school I went to as a little girl. And for God to single me out among the many old girls that attended this school, this is a way of telling Almighty God, thank you.
The construction of the perimeter fence will no doubt save the school from the menace of vandals. In Urumi, Chris Omije, ITV News.
Elders, women, and youths of Igman community along Upper Ikewan Road in Ovia Northeast Local Government Area have appealed to His Royal Majesty Awai II, Oba of Benin, to intervene in what they describe as an illegal attempt to install Okagili, a youth leader in the community. They say the move, allegedly carried out without due process, threatens peace and unity in the area. Egosag Malao has details of the report.
Protesting elders, women and youths of Igban community gathered at the Ogwedion, the traditional elders' chamber, to register their displeasure over what they described as a clandestine plan to reinstall a former community chairman as Okagili, also known as the youth leader. The elders, comprising the Ozukpo giver, second and third in command in the community hierarchy, say the move was carried out without consultation or their consent. According to them, the alleged installation violates established Benin customs and traditions and could disrupt the peace currently enjoyed in the Igban community. The protesters chanted solidarity songs calling on His Royal Majesty Awai II, Oba of Benin, to urgently wade into the matter and stop the planned installation. They insist that only the elders can appoint Okagili in Igban community at the Ogwedion.
Okagili Makawame, Yadwa Maru, Ewima Yanania, Yawia with a bede, Mabagi Gwala.
Mona Noro Nania, Ema Okagili. Owe ni Azo with Mama Edrikoyo, so my Boboni.
Instead of the other way issue to be handled, they are imposing an Okagili that was once a terror in this community, and with the elders and the community will wear it in any way informed.
The elders unanimously will decide, because you cannot rule the people that don't want you.
You have any one idea about your way to do you to Ozime or good to Manazo if you do your fair. So near Yazeni, you work Bogavi affair, you married the Ronobala, woo, Mamario Boyo.
Moranazo, Kagelina, or Mamu Bejo, a new one, Rebo, or Rieladia. Maybe only I will so cannot carry. I will now I had the Bemwede, Mekwe.
Egbai community is located at Upper Ekenwa Road in Ovia Northeast Local Government Area of Edo State. Ewosa Agmalao, ITV News.
We'll go on a break on the network news. When we return, we'll bring you more reports. Stay with us.
Asedia.
Thank you for rejoining us. Now, the leadership of Talakawa's Parliament, civil society organization, has called on the Edo State government, led by His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo, to prevail on the Nigerian police force to release Honorable Collins Aigbogun, who has been in police detention for over 1 month. Comrade Aigbogun was reportedly arrested for allegedly sponsoring students to protest against insecurity in Eastern Wellington Akodaja completes the report.
Leader of the Talakawa Parliament, Comrade Kola Moses Edokbayi, said insecurity in the state is worsening and described the arrest of Comrade Collins Aigbogun as a politically motivated. President of Talakawa Parliament, Comrade Kola Moses Edokbayi, called on the Edo State Governor, most distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, to order the unconditional release of a man he described as a fighter for justice.
Talakawa's Parliament vehemently and passionately condemn the unjust, biased, fascistic, totalitarian, despotic arrests and detention of Collins Aigbogun by the Nigerian police.
Comrade Edokbayi stated that the Nigerian Constitution permits peaceful protest and maintains that the continued detention of Honorable Aigbogun is unlawful.
According to Section 36 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, a person shall not be arrested or shall not be convicted of an offense unless that offense is defined and the penalty is therefore prescribed in a written law.
He also called on the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, to direct the state's police commissioner to ensure immediate and unconditional release of Comrade Collins Aigbogun.
To the executive governor of Edo State, we want to appeal to him to release this innocent soul, Honorable Collins Aigbogun. And I want to use this opportunity to also send a message. He's a good man.
When contacted, a spokesperson at the police headquarters in Benin City, who preferred to remain anonymous, said the matter is still under investigation. From Benin, Wellington Akodaja, ITV News.
In line with the culture and tradition which are fundamental to community development as the bedrock for social cohesion, identity and sustainable growth, which fosters unity through shared values and ritual, the Onoji of Oodua, His Royal Highness Stephen Ezeji Elojerio I, and the people of Oodua in Eastern Southeast Local Government Area Edo State on Friday celebrated their annual Okio Festival and 10th anniversary on the throne. Edo Central correspondent Chris Major reports that the festival, which was held at the Palace of the Onoji, featured various cultural displays and paying homage by the 7 quarters of the community.
The Oyo Annual Festival, which had 7 quarters of Oodua paying homage to their traditional ruler and display of their cultural heritage, was also used to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Onoji of Oodua, His Royal Highness Stephen Ezeji Elojerio I on the throne.
This past 10 years, good thing, many things, good things that follow the kingdom were peaceful. I don't know where to start, but only what I will just tell my people, my sons and daughters, God will guide and protect them for supporting me, for supporting the entire Oodua kingdom.
We are successfully united the 7 clans of Oodua, which is one of the major reasons we are here today.
10 years is a decade. Seeing him looking young and sound, I would describe him as somebody that God has sent, destined to be on the throne to lead his people.
Receiving the various quarters and chiefs of the community who came with valuable items to pay homage, the traditional ruler offered prayer for their bumper harvest in the year ahead. Guests attributed the peaceful coexistence in the community to the leadership quality of the royal father.
In the past 10 years, the community has seen a lot of rough times, but luckily, the Onoje, we see him as a man of good luck, a man with star in his head.
I wish him coronation, 10 years anniversary, more years to come. Next year will be better than this year in the Ohodua community.
Ohio Festival is celebrated annually by the people of Ohodua community in honor of their forefathers. In Ohodua, Chris Omije, ITV News.
Traditional rites marking the passing away of late Pa Lugard Obamoye Nabulili were performed by members of his family at his residence located at number 3 Ali Mele Street off Textime Road, Benin City, in line with Benin custom and tradition. The revered elder, who passed on at the age of 94, was eulogized as a disciplined family man who upheld Christian values and cultural traditions. Ofuri Aneto was there.
In line with Benin tradition, family members converged on the residence of late Pa Lugard Obamoye in Abulele to perform final family rites as requested by the deceased while he was alive. The ceremonies kicked off with the elder son, Mr. Christopher Oyema in Abulele, performing the Ukpukpe, a brief traditional procession within the street to formally announce the commencement of the burial rites. The younger son, Prince Kelvin in Abulele, thereafter carried out Isoto, a longer procession around the community accompanied by family members in line with tradition. On their return, both sons danced and embraced, symbolizing brotherhood and oneness within the family. A major highlight of the rite was the symbolic acceptance of responsibility by the elder son, publicly receiving his younger brother, signifying the transition of fatherly leadership. The children described their late father as a disciplined, faith-driven man who had respect for Benin culture, saying that the rites were carried out to honor his wishes and legacy.
It's a request by my father for us to do his burial traditionally. It's not juju, it's our culture. My dad, as a man, I find no fault in him. He is a father that did the best to raise with the kids in the right way and the right manner.
And in as much as we're Christians, but we also understand the importance of respecting tradition and culture, and everything that we have done since the funeral of our dad is to honor his memory and respect that.
My father-in-law was a lovely father, a friend. He deserved everything that we are doing today because this is all he ever wanted, and we are happy.
From Benin, Ofuri Aneto, ITV News.
Edo Man of the Year Award is a merit-based honor designed to celebrate exceptional individuals whose leadership, philanthropy, and commitment to promoting the rich cultural heritage of the Benin Kingdom continue to drive development across Edo State. The report filed by Shalom Onwugar is presented by our studios.
The atmosphere was filled with excitement as dignitaries, government officials, traditional rulers, and invited guests gathered for the Edo Man of the Year award ceremony. The event got underway with the convener of the ceremony, Honorable Pedro Omo Agahua, welcoming dignitaries and guests while reaffirming the vision of the award as a platform to honor excellence and service to humanity.
It's a Pan-African socio-cultural organization who actually stands fair to promote the cultural norms and values of our culture and heritage.
Highlight of the event was the unveiling of a special publication titled A New Edo is Indeed Rising, which captures the evolving socio-economic and cultural strides of Edo State. Awards were presented to deserving individuals whose contribution to governance, community development, and societal growth have earned wide recognition and appreciation.
Recognition and awards is a spur for more achievements or for more work. And so this one comes as an elixir, as it were, to encourage the local government to do more for the people of Ovia Southwest local government.
It has been a great thing, and having brothers and friends around doing this on his behalf now. I'm very, very humbled and happy about it.
To be honored and picked out as the Edo Woman of the Year due to all my service of Edo State, I want to say I feel deeply, deeply honored and elated. I'm happy to be receiving this award. It shows that when you are working, putting your best, people are watching you and they're appreciating you.
In an interview, the awardees expressed gratitude to the organizers for recognizing their hard work and pledged to continue contributing meaningfully to the development of Edo State. From Benin, Jola Diojum, ITV News.
Natives of Ayan community in one day local government area of Edo State have appealed to their acting Odionwe, Pa Paul Abumeri, to return to the community and prepare for his installation as the substantive Odionwe. They made the appeal shortly after a brief meeting at the community town hall. Janelle Mowa has details.
Ayan community in Owonde local government area of Edo State has been without an Odionwe for some time now following the sudden disappearance of Pa Abumeri, whose whereabouts has remained unknown to the leaders and people of Ayan community.
With the people of Ayan, the elders, women and children, we are here waiting for our acting Odionwe to be. The time is ripe, the time is also due for him to come home, so that we can make him the Odionwe.
Magwalo Odionwe Orima no ade. Why? Because Mama Gwesin nobody erewo na anyena no Gwesin as if anywhere in your Odionwe.
Babara ni ani e ga di owania da ma Odionwe amari mi so e said ebo na oyo ko ne mo do mari mo Odionwe.
According to some leaders, women and youths of the community, the time for the installation of Pa Abumeri as the substantive Odionwe is close, and his presence is highly needed for adequate preparations to perform the traditional rites at the palace of the Oba of Benin.
Neri mami na pase yo.
Yonjo we so egbe. Ebo makwe. Imagi ko na wo ami na akwa wa ami o wo ogwi ma he gaga yo de.
Eri ma ojo we so egbe. Manebo ma gwa lo no jowa. Mama ko ebo. E no de mo no pa tope.
They appeal to all, including family members who know his whereabouts, to inform him to come home to take his proper place as the community head. From Benin, Jonah Omowa, ITV News.
This is the network news on Independent Television. More stories coming your way. Just stay. Now, moving on, despite the public outrage that trailed the removal of subsidy removal by President Bola Tinubu on assumption of office, a former federal lawmaker and one-time commissioner, Federal Code of Conduct of Bureau, Honorable Eyozuwa Johnson Agboima, fondly called EJ, says the decision by President Tinubu was done in good faith. This was the submission of Honorable Agboima while appraising the impact of governance and policy initiatives during an audience participation program, Politics Today. William Siyama has more.
Honorable Johnson Eyozuwa Agboima said Nigeria saved a colossal amount of money following the removal of petrol subsidy. The former federal lawmaker and former commissioner of Federal Code of Conduct Bureau said the proceeds from the removal of petrol subsidy led to an increase in statutory allocations to state governors, whom he said should be held accountable on how the allocations were spent.
Mr. President said, please, all this money that we have saved from fuel subsidy removal, I have given it back to the state governor, the state, so that they can use it to build roads, to make life better. The governor of Edo, Senator Modupe, he's doing what others have not done, spending the money wisely. Those people in various states, ask your governor, what have they done with the money that they have gotten?
On the issue of amnesty and the release of 70 bandits by Katsina State Governor, the guest, Professor Anthony Ijewere, a professor of business administration, and Comrade Roy Oribabo, a political analyst, said the reason why terrorism is thriving is because they are financiers sponsoring terrorists.
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo made it very, very clear. He said Tinubu should go out there and deal with terrorists. That when he was there, you know, the financiers dealt with them, and even the terrorists themselves, they were looking for where to hide, you know, and that he should go out there and deal with them. That's the only way that farmers can go back to their farm.
You are not saying once you not go there and keep any of their relationships, they should not negotiate. You are not doing me any favor. You are not doing anybody a favor. Okay. The Nigerian government must demonstrate that serious capacity.
Listeners on radio and viewers on television contributed to the program through phone calls. Politics Today is aired simultaneously on ITV and radio every Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. From Benin, William Siama, ITV News.
The House of Representatives Minority Caucus Ad Hoc Committee on Tax Laws on Friday said it had confirmed that illegal alterations were made to some tax reform laws passed by the National Assembly and assented to by the President, raising concerns about legislative integrity and constitutional breaches. The committee made the disclosure in its interim report on allegations of discrepancies between the laws passed by Parliament and versions later published in the official gazette. The controversy began after a member of the House, Abdul Samad Dasuki, raised the alarm during plenary over the circulation of an unauthorized tax law version that differed from what lawmakers passed. Following public outrage, the Minority Caucus issued a statement on December 28, 2025, vowing to unconditionally protect the independence of the legislature and the democracy. The caucus warned that foisting fake laws on Nigerians amounted to an attack on the constitutional role of the National Assembly. Kano State Governor Alhaji Abba Kabir Yusuf has formally resigned his membership of the new Nigeria People's Party (NNPP). The development was disclosed by the governor's spokesperson Sunusi Bature Dawakin Tofa when he presented the letter of resignation. According to Tofa, the governor conveyed his decision in a resignation letter addressed to the chairman of Diso Chiranchi Ward of NNPP in Gwale local government area, with effect from January 23, 2026. Governor Yusuf cited persistent internal crisis and the need to protect the overall interest of the people of Kano State as his reason for leaving the party, further adding that these disagreements have deepened diversion, division, and weakened unity within the party. The Nigerian military has denied claims that its response to The attack in Kominwali community, Kaduna State, where over 100 worshippers were abducted last Sunday, has been slow or lacking proactivity in efforts to rescue the victims. Some members of the community located in Kajuru local government area had reportedly accused the military of a sluggish response, alleging that security forces failed to prevent or swiftly rescue the abducted worshippers. They claimed that the troops retreated after a weak attempt to enter the forest where the criminals were hiding. However, the defense headquarters said efforts were ongoing to ensure the victims were rescued unharmed. In a statement released by Major General Michael Onoja, Director of Media Operations of the Nigerian Armed Forces, while acknowledging the frustrations of community members, he assured them of the safe rescue of the abducted victims, as the military is collaborating with other security agencies in efforts to rescue the victims. Ryan Coogler's Vampires period horror film Sinner has broken Oscar's record with 16 nominations, including Best Picture, according to the Academy. The blues-inflicted drama set in the 1930s segregated U.S. South from director Ryan Coogler's scored nomination in nearly every category possible, including Best Picture. It beats the previous record of 14, jointly held by All About Eve, Titanic, and La La Land. The tally included a Best Actor nomination for Michael B. Jordan, who plays twins battling supernatural forces and racists, plus everything from screenplay to score. Sinners also picked up a nomination for Best Casting, the first new category to be added to Hollywood's most prestigious award in more than 2 decades. And now we talk sports, where Omar Marmoush scored his first Premier League goal of the season to help Manchester City return to winning ways by easing past bottom-side Wolves at Etihad Stadium. Pep Guardiola's side had suffered a miserable start to 2026 by not winning any of their 4 league games, and the Spaniard decided to give star striker Erling Haaland and midfielder Phil Foden a rest by dropping them to the bench. The duo came on in the second half, by which time their teammate had already made a positive impact to put City back on track in the top flight. City grabbed the lead when Marmoush stabbed home Matheus Nunes' whipped cross before Bernardo Silva fizzed the pass into the feet of Antoine Semenyo, who converted a cool finish from the edge of the area. In other games, a fantastic first-half performance helped West Ham blow away Sunderland and move to within 2 points of 7th place Nottingham Forest and safety. Goals from Samuel Chukwueze and a spectacular late free kick by Harry Wilson from Fulham ensured they came from behind to defeat Brighton at Craven Cottage, while Christian Romero rescued a point for Tottenham Hotspur late on just as under pressure head coach Thomas Frank faced further embarrassment against struggling Burnley at Turf Moor. And so we'll conclude tonight's news on the network. I'm Daisy Leo Sikidi. Thank you for watching. Good night.
ITV, certainly the best.